What's going on, YouTube? Up and Adam here, and today I have another Madden 22 video for you. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new bow nose players and how to make coins using that program, alright? So, before we jump into this video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button, turn those notifications bells on for more Madden content. Like I said, we are pushing for that 3,000 sub mark. You're getting so close. I appreciate you all. Now, let's go make some coins. So, as you can see on the screen right over here, we got some new bow nose players. We got Alvin Johnson, 95 overall, wide receiver this time. So not free safety, but wide receiver Alvin Johnson. The stats look unreal. You can see his speed's already at 95. Powered up will be 96 with his strat items. 98 speed without being on a theme team. You put a theme team on there, my goodness, that's going to be 99 easy. And he's a physical wide receiver. This is probably one of the best wide receivers in the game right now. Next up, we have Darrell Reavis, another unreal card for the Jets theme team right here. Cornerback, man-to-man, 94 speed, 95 speed powered up. All right, Jets theme teams, 99, 99 speed corner right there. Look at the stats, really solid. These might be the best bow nose released so far in Madden. Next up, we have Dwight Freeny, right end, 95 overall, 90 speed, finesse moves a 95. All right, really solid card. 92 tackle. Yeah, another really good card. And the last one we have, I'm gonna definitely not say this name right, but I'm gonna try my best. Joe Delamanure. Did I say it right? No shot. No shot. Anyways, right guard right here. This is really solid for the Buffalo Bills. Okay, run blocking is really solid. Pass blocking and all that. Really good stats as a right guard. Good. This week has been really solid for bow nose. So now let's talk about how to make coins with this. All right, the best way to make coins with it. Should you do some rerolls? Yes, no, maybe. I just did a huge roll right now before recording this video, and it was really solid. Obviously, it doesn't have any of the new bow nose players, but I'm going to show you how to get cheap enough training to make it worth your while, all right? So, let's jump into it. All right, so first thing that we're going to want to talk a little bit about is going to be how to get your training to do the rerolls, right? If you want these players, what you need 30, 86 overall bow nose players to build 195 bow nose player. Okay, so if you want to build that Calvin, you want to build that Reavis, any of those cards, the new ones, you're gonna need 86 overall bow nose players. This reroll right here is 1950 training. All right, and you can get an 85 plus, so you can pull 85s, 86s, 94s, and 95s out of this one. I just did a roll about 75,000 training, and I made a ton of coins. Obviously, that's not gonna be how it's gonna go all the time, especially with a lot of people opening packs. But because I got my training for cheap enough, I felt a little bit confident going into that reroll. Even by pulling 195, it would have been okay. So we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute, but let's talk about how to get your cheap training first. So I've been really liking getting my training at the 89 overall players. So I've been looking for 89 overall players for about 31,000 and under is my plan, is my goal. I want to get these 89s for about under 10 coins per training. So you can see here, 89 for 31.6. That's just about 10. 32, I paid a little bit more for that one. 29,000 right here. 30. All right, what else we got? I think I got a couple for pretty cheap as well. I know I got some for 27,000. So overall, I got my training for about like 9.2 to 9.5 coins per training, which I'm pretty happy about. If we did the math, I did the math before, and it was okay. It was pretty solid. So I've been liking getting these 88s and 89s because I find that they're being put on the block way faster than like the 92s and the 93s and 94s. I think once the bow nose are actually in game, it might be a good idea to grab some of the 94 bow nose players for like under 200,000, probably like 180 or so to have a good value as well. So there's that. Now, that is what I'm looking for. 89s are like my go-to training right now. Obviously, that could change based off what you're looking for, but 89s are really solid for me. You can also look at 92s. for under 100,000, 93s for under 130, 94s for like under 190 is okay, and then 95s for like 250 and under. That's what your goal is, so you can get it for under 10 coins per training right now. Now, let me show you my roll. I rolled 75,000. I'm going to quickly show you my binder. I haven't touched it yet, haven't sold anything yet. This was my roll of 75,000 training. Mind you, all those LTDs. But right here, got a lot of 85s, 86s. The reason why this is okay right now is the 86s are going for about 15,000, or they were like a couple minutes ago. Yeah, about 15,000, so they're up in value. They were a little bit cheaper earlier, but now the hype around these 86s is really solid. They're going to stay around that 15,000 mark until while the bow nose are in there for the first hour or so, because people want to build these new bow nose. So that's why we can take advantage. I pulled a Kevin Mawai 95 right here. I also got a 94 Barry Sanders. I think I also got a 95 Cliff Branch. And then I got a 95 Cliff Branch right over here. So that was one roll, and I did really well. Obviously, you're not going to get that lucky every single time. Like, you're not going to be pulling 3 95s and 1 94. I doubt it. That was a really solid roll. You're most likely going to pull maybe 1, maybe 2. But let me show you some of the data so you can go ahead and decide if it's worth it for you. Okay, so as you can see here, we have the new bow nose sets, build or buy, set up here. So right now, to build a Calvin Johnson, a Dwight Freeny, Darrell Reavis, or this Joe Delamilure, I don't know. I give up. It's going to cost you about 450,000 to build. Is it going to go for that much? I highly doubt it. I think these prices of the 86s will come down to about probably around like 12 is my best guess. That's what they'll probably settle at. But right now, since they're higher, it's going for 15. So it might be nice to sell your extra 86s before they drop, because I'll be posting this video at like 9 a.m. Monday morning, so it won't be live in game at the moment. So you'll have a chance to sell them if you want. Okay, so there you go. Those are the prices there. Now let's talk a little bit about the rerolls. Okay, so this was my reroll. I got my training for about 9.25. Right, 9.25 was my average. It cost 1,950. I had 76,000 training. I was able to buy 38 packs. I pulled 22 85s, 12 86s, 194, and 3 95s. Ended up spending 685,000 coins, and I got back 1,380,000 after tax. So I made about 695,000 coin profit. So I doubled my coins right there. However, that was a really, really solid roll. I don't think you'll get that very often. But if I got my training for over 10, like what it's been like 10.5 now, I would have only made like 600,000. So that's still a lot of coins, obviously, but a lot less by getting your training for more. So you're gonna want to snipe that training, okay? So, and here's the thing: if I hold, maybe we'll say 0 here, we got 0 there, and we'll just add the 3 here, we would have lost coins. We would have lost about 100,000 coins if we got no 95s in that big roll. Sorry, I need to put 2 more. Sorry. I would have lost a bunch of coins. So there is that chance of not making coins if I got, like, you know what I mean? So you also got to take into consideration that. So yeah, we did really, really well. Really happy with that roll, but this is a lot more risky. So go in with this with a lot more caution. The main thing is you're going to want to get that training for cheap. If you can't get the training for cheap, I would definitely stay away from the reroll personally. But since I got it for pretty cheap, I was able to have a really solid roll, make about 600,000 coins, easy. All right, and I expect it to be very similar. As soon as you see these prices go down even more, like the 85s go down more and the 86s go down more, I would probably just get out of it, because you're going to definitely need some 94 to 95s to save that roll. Next, the last thing I want to talk a little bit about is some sets. I want to go and talk to you a little bit about the Ncat sets. So this is not going to work right now, but this is mostly a little bit of a heads up. So if you were watching this video, Alvin Johnson had an upgrade for the Ultimate Kickoff. He had a 91 overall card. As soon as they announced his his bow nose 95 overall card, his price jumped up to 165,000, and his champion went up to power up went up to 17,000. So you're gonna get back 163,000 coins. These UK cards, the 88s, they were cheap. They were about 34,000 as soon as they were announced, and then they skyrocketed. Now this like the market's kind of evening itself out. So this video, obviously, when you watch this, it's not gonna work for this Alvin Johnson, but it's to get you thinking for the next time. As soon as you see another card get a big upgrade, and they have one of these sets, like say for example a Reggie Bush or any of the most feared cards, you want to come into the Ncat calculator right away, put the prices in, see if you can make some coins. So at the time when I was looking at this, I was able, if I did this and sold off the Alvin Johnson for this price, and then I could quick sell my Ncats, I was gonna get 2,725 training for about 2 coins per. Easy, right? So there was a lot of profit in these right away, but you have to get in on it as soon as it drops. So this is not going to help you for this time, but moving forward, whenever you see a card in a big upgrade, go into the Ncat calculator in the spreadsheet and then go and check these prices, because there could be some opportunity to make a bunch of coins. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you found it informative, please hit that like button, hit that sub button, turn those noti bells on. Let's try to hit 50 likes on this video, and I'll catch you with another video very soon.